Jai Vande Guru Paradandam Bhakta Brinda Samanitam Shri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Nityananda Savuritam Shri Nandanandanam Vande Radhika Charnadvayam Gopijana Samayuktam Brindavana Manoharam Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langate Girimatkapadamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dintaranam Vanchakalpatarubhascha Kripasindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha Anandalilamaya vigrahaya himavadivyatcha visundaraya Tasmai mahaprema rasapradaya chaitanya chandraya namo namaste Sarvashastrapti piyusha sarvavedeka satpala sarvasiddhantaratnadhya sarvalokaekadrikprada Sarva Bhagavata Prana Srimad Bhagavata Prabhu Kalidvantodita Ditya Sri Krishna Parivartita Paramananda Pataya Prema Varshakshayate Sarvada Sarvasebhyaya Sri Krishnaya Namastume Madeka Bandhu Matsangin Madguru Manmahadana Manistaraka Madbhagya Madananda Namastate Asadu Sadhu Tadainati Nichocha Taraka Hanamuncha Kadachinman Prem Narit Kantayas Puraha Bhaktya Vihina Parad Lakshay Kshiptascha Kamaritarangamadhi Kripamai Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Brinde Namaste Charanavlagundam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I give my Sashtagdanda Pranam to the lotus feet of my Gurudev Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Stotra Shata Shisham Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaja. Pray for his causeless mercy. And I give my Sashtagdanda Pranam to the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Goswami Maharaj, Subhakti Sadhaka Muni Maharaj. All our Rupanu Guru Vargas, I am praying for the causeless mercy. And I give my Sashtagdanda Pranam to all Vaishnavas. I am praying for the mercy of all. This is good fortune to sit together, do kirtan. In this Kali Yuga, where everything is difficult and everything became dark. No? Darkness means ignorance. Who knows what to do with his life? You're making masters or PhD, but no one tells you what to do with your life. You're studying so much, you learn like many volumes of books. I mean, this Bhagavatam is nothing for an ordinary study. You're learning so many things, but no message what to do with his life. No. So this is called darkness. People know so many things, but they're in full darkness. This Kali Yuga is so much knowledge is there. Nowadays, we have so much knowledge on just a mouse click. You can go and you can know everything basically. But people don't know the essence. What to do with his life. Nobody is telling you that. Knowing this, Vyasadeva already knew this darkness of Kali Yuga. He understood there will be so much darkness, nobody will know what to do. So out of mercy, Lokasya Janato Vidvan Chakre Sattvatam Samhitam. Seeing that ignorance of the people, he wrote this Srimad Bhagavatam to give some light in this Kali Yuga. Otherwise, where you get knowledge from? Internet is vast, it's an ocean, but how much ignorance is there? And knowledge is also there, but so much ignorance also. And that is camouflaged like knowledge, it looks like knowledge. Nowadays, science, we say science. What means science nowadays? It's just speculation. Name is science, but subject is speculation. The proof is that science always changing its opinion. That cannot be science. It will change opinion. But Bhagavatam is different. Bhagavatam gives truth and maintains that truth. It's not changing. So to come out from here, one should read the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam, in the beginning, 6 questions have been asked by the sages. And one question was, when Krishna left this world, 5,000 and something years ago. Then he took everything with him. The good stuff he took with him. We were reading this in the morning, these nice verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. The verses are very nice, and the purport which Prabhupada gives is so amazing to these verses. It is very simple. This part of the Bhagavatam, this is the 3rd chapter of the 1st canto. Sutta Goswami just explaining different avatars of Supreme Lord, of the Purusha, means of Garbhotashai Vishnu. Many avatars are coming from there. And one is also Krishna and Balaram. But when Krishna and Balaram are explained, then he's saying they are Swayam Bhagavan. He's using the word Bhagavan for them, not for the others. They are supreme. And so many, like Nrsimha and Matsya and Kurma, there's so many forms of Krishna appearing. And he's just giving a simple one verse, one avatar, one verse avatar. The Prithu is there, the Chatusana there, these are there, Narad Muni one, so many. And at the end he's concluding it and says, all rishis, here it is said, rishis, the manas, means the manus, Rishayo manavo deva manuputra mahojashaha kalasarve harir eva sapraja pataya smritaha. He's concluding the whole thing and says all the rishis, means the sages, the seers who see the truth, who maintain the truth. The manavas, means the manus means who are ruling for some long period of time, from whom the human beings come. Then the devas, the gods who controlling this sun, the moon, the light, the stars. There's so many controllers in this world, the air, the earth, the water, all this. They are all powerful personalities. Manuputra means the human, who are Maha-Ojasa, who are very powerful human beings. They are all Kala, that means they are all expansions of the Supreme Lord. That is so, everything what we see basically, all there also, all the devatas, the gods, different gods, the rishis, they are all Krishna's avatars. All of them. And the Prajapatis, they are all here Kala Sarve Harir Eva. They are definitely, certainly they are expansions of Hari, of the Supreme Lord. So this is the topic. And just by hearing this, asking about, because the rishis also ask one question, where the Dharma took shelter. They are also asking, who are the different avatars of the Lord? So just asking these questions, that the Sutta Goswami, when he heard these questions, he was very pleased. Who is asking these questions? So just asking these questions will let you come out from this material world. Prabhupada writing here somewhere, I don't know if I find it, that you get a 100% guarantee, no more birth and rebirth and death, if you just ask these questions. Here, yes. Only by making, that is Bhagavatam saying, only by making such inquiries, just asking about the Supreme Lord, what He is doing. In this world, can one be successful and perfectly cognizant? For such inquiries invoke transcendental ecstatic love unto the personality of Godhead, who is the proprietor of all the universes, and guarantee 100% immunity from the dreadful repetition of birth and death. Bhagavatam saying. So who will not study such a Bhagavatam? Who can give you 100% immunity from repetition of birth and death? Who can give that? Actually, only who is controlling this birth and death. That means only Krishna you can give. So Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. This is not different. And you come, Kurvanti sarvatmakam atma bhavam. Atma bhavam means the feelings of yourself. If you come to yourself, then the feeling is love. Love for the Supreme. So that will come by just asking these questions. You will become dhanya, means blessed, perfect, everything. Bhagavanta here means completely full. Everything, you get everything in this world just by asking these questions. So it's not useless, waste of time to study Bhagavatam. People think you have to go and work and earn money and change the world and do this and change the climate and change this, whatever they want to do. No. If you ask these questions, you come out. Nayatra bhuya parivarta ugraha. This terrible birth and death. Because birth is not so nice as we think. People are happy if somebody is born. But it's not the fun. Actually, you should be happy if somebody is not anymore born again. Then we should be happy. So it will not happen for those who, by asking questions about Krishna, Vasudeva, Supreme Lord, it will awaken inside the heart what is already there, nothing new. And that is giving immunity from birth and death. So that's just in the beginning. Sutta Goswami is so happy to hear these questions. So just asking these questions, he feels happy. He feels blessed himself to speak, and he is happy that they want to hear that. And then he's saying this, Idam Bhagavatam mama, Idam Bhagavatam nama, Puranam Brahma Samitam. This Bhagavatam, Purana, this Purana named Bhagavata, this is Mahabhagavata Purana. Brahma Samitam, this is, Brahma Samhita means an incarnation of Lord Krishna. This is Brahman himself. Brahman means not impersonal. Brahman means Krishna. Brahman means transcendental. This is Krishna himself. It's not the paper and the ink, but this message and this spirit and these feelings which Bhagavatam is giving. This is no different from Krishna. So Puranam Brahma Samitam Uttama Shloka Charitam. This is describing Uttama Shloka Charitam, the Leela of the Supreme Lord. His name is Uttama Shloka. Uttama means highest. Shloka means verses. So the highest verses, the highest poetry in this world is for whom? For Krishna. And this is the highest service also. Once a good friend of us from Hungary, one sannyasi, one guru, Bhakti Kamaltita Goswami Maharaj. He was in Treskirchen, he gave one very nice Harikatha, and then he said, there are 26 Vaishnava qualities. And then he said, my favorite is, and then we all were eager, what is the favorite? Because first we start Kripalu, Akritado, Satya Sarasam, you are like mercy is the first one, Kripalu. That is like Vaishnava is merciful. Kripalu. Akrita Droha is not cheating, he's honest. Satya, he's truthful. So he's same to all living entities. So many qualities. And one of the last is Kavi. And Maharaj said Kavi. Kavi means poetic. I was thinking, why he says poetic? I said, my favorite is poetic. Vaishnavas are poetic. Why? Because poetry, this Uttama Shloka Charita, this poetry for Krishna, this is the highest art. To describe God, there is no higher art in this world. To speak about Him, there is no better activity. So to create compose this beautiful poetry about Him, this is the highest service you can do. And you can describe Krishna not in prose. You have to use poetry. His beauty is beyond anything, so you have to use some poetry. So this is Uttama Shloka Charitam. So his poetry is the highest. That is called Uttama Shloka. The highest verses, they are made for Krishna, for God, for the, like before it said, he is the creator, he is the proprietor, he is the everything. So he deserves also the best poetry, of course. And this is Srimad Bhagavatam. So it was Chakara Bhagavan Rishi. Bhagavan Rishi means Vyasadev. He composed this Bhagavatam. Uttama Shloka means also, Uttama means highest, Uttama means also Uttama. Tamagun is kicked out by this. If you hear that Bhagavatam, the darkness from the heart will remove. Even we are in the middle of darkness in this Kali Yuga, but you put the Bhagavatam inside your heart, all darkness is dispelled. That tamas has to go out, ignorance has to go out. All bad, negative feelings, all this tamagun, all kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarja, all these enemies which are lust, anger, greed, envy, hatred, all these things will be kicked out by this Bhagavatam. But just by asking about the Lord and just hearing that beautiful poetry. So this is why he has written that, Vyasadev, Nishreyasaya Lokasya, to give the best to the human beings, to all living entities, actually to all people. Therefore he has written that. This Bhagavatam has no agenda other than give happiness to everyone, to give blessings to everyone. It's not written for any, it's not a missionary work, not to convert anyone, just to bless everyone, just to make everyone happy. Who comes in contact with that? He will come to himself, this Atma Bhava, his feelings from the soul that will come out. And then you're Satchidananda, what more you want? You're eternal, full of happiness, full of knowledge. There's nothing more to get. So Bhagavatam has been given only for that, because Supreme Lord made us for this purpose, to be happy. So how to come to that in this Kali Yuga? When Krishna left this planet, it's a few verses after that. When Krishna left, he took dharma with him, he took knowledge with him, and he took all the good things. They entered into Krishna's feet and Krishna left. So where is it now? Where to get the dharma, where to get knowledge, where to get all these good things? Bhagavatam came. That has been manifested. Sanatana Goswami said, Krishna parivartita. Krishna has returned in the form of Bhagavatam. Kalidvantoritadityash Krishna parivartita. In this dark age of Kali, Bhagavatam has arisen like the sun. And Krishna returned. So if you think you want a Krishna, where you get him? Very difficult, but Bhagavatam, by the mercy of Prabhupada, by the mercy of the Acharyas, it's available everywhere, so you can have his association. And Nishreyasaya, to get the best for all people, Vyasadeva wrote this. Dhanyam svast ayanam mahat. This Bhagavatam is dhanya, this is blessed. This is swastya ayanam, this is full of blessings. It's perfect, if you read that, all blessings will come to you. And it is mahat. It's strong. It's all perfect, Prabhupada writes here. It is powerful, no? This Bhagavatam. And Prabhupada, this purport he is writing here, this is so beautiful. Here he said, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared that Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless, sound representation of all Vedic knowledge and history. There are selected histories of great devotees who are in direct contact with the personality of Godhead. These are selected histories of great devotees who really come in direct contact with the Supreme Lord. What they see, what they feel, what they realize, they speak. And Vyasadeva wrote that. That is not speculation. This is science. No speculation. Standing in front of the Lord, how they see Him, how they feel Him, they describe this. This is so nice. Selected histories. Not everyone has a place in Bhagavatam. Any person who will appear in Bhagavatam is great. Even demons, they are not ordinary. If they mentioned in this book, they are also extraordinary. Anyone. And means the eyewitness. If you want to know something, if you read in the newspapers nowadays, everything you know that is everything wrong. But if you know someone who is eyewitness of the same event you read in newspaper, you can believe that. So this is, our science is like newspaper nowadays. They're writing so many things, it's coming out from someone's mind. But if you read Bhagavatam, these are the words of the eyewitness. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of Lord Krishna and is therefore non-different from him. So who believes that? That is Krishna in the form of literature. You're searching for Krishna, we're all searching for Krishna. Everybody searches for Krishna because everybody is searching for happiness. But you will not find Krishna with a flute and a peacock feather so easily in this world. No? So also for us, actually, not so easy to have a faith in Krishna, because how to realize him? No? But if you want to realize, just open Bhagavatam. It is the same Krishna. There is one Tamadidevam Karunanidanam Tamalavarnam Suitavataram Apara Sangsara Samudra Setum Bhajamahi Bhagavata Swarupam. The Bhagavatam is the same Krishna, black color, same, he is not different from Krishna. And he is that. The bridge, Apara Sangsara Samudra Setum, to bridge this ocean of birth and death, just go by Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, so it's no different from him. Prabhupada says here, this purport is really great. Srimad Bhagavatam should be worshipped as respectfully as we worship the Lord. Same. You can make puja to the Bhagavatam, you can put the Bhagavatam on the altar, you can do every day a puja, you can worship Bhagavatam. But Bhagavatam you can speak also, you can recite it, you can learn it, you can memorize it, you can study it. This is all the puja of the Bhagavatam. And we should do it, Prabhupada says, as respectful as we worship the Lord, with the same respect. Thereby, we can derive the ultimate blessings of the Lord through its careful and patient study. If you carefully and patiently study this Bhagavatam, you get all the blessings you can get from Krishna himself. This is so nice. As God is all light, all bliss and all perfection, so also is Srimad Bhagavatam. All light, all perfection, all bliss, all love, all happiness, everything you can find, same in the Bhagavatam. But not the paper, not the book keeping in the shelf. That is also a blessing. Even if you just keep a copy in your home and don't read it, that is already a blessing. But if you open it, and if you open your heart also to it, and let this Bhagavatam inside, and you try to understand it, you try to read it, try to memorize it, try to somehow apply it in your life also, all blessings will come. You will see, just try it out yourself. Just try it, take this Bhagavatam, read, apply in your life, and you will see how Krishna will appear in your whole life from all sides. Just open your eyes. We just have to little bit open our consciousness. We see Krishna will appear everywhere. He will help here, he will help there, he will help inside, outside. He will do everything so nice. Things will become auspicious. So he's all light. Light means things become clear in life. Otherwise you don't know what to do. It's always doubt. This, that, not this, not that. But he is light. He turn on the light, he will turn on the bright sunlight and everything will be clear, visible. And his all the bliss, happiness will come, especially if you hear this Bhagavata from someone who is a Bhagavata himself. Who is a Bhagavata means full of rasa, full of taste. If such a person will speak this Bhagavata, you will hear that Bhagavata from him, you will get such a bliss. You cannot get it in another place in this world. You cannot buy this for money. This is inside the hearts of the Vaishnavas. So we can have all the transcendental light of the Supreme Brahman Sri Krishna from the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, provided it is received through the medium of the transparent spiritual master. So all that light of Krishna means that Brahman comes, all light comes from Krishna, even this artificial light. Sunlight, everything comes, and this light means also knowledge, clear, you're clear in the head. All comes from Krishna. You can have this from the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam if it comes through the channel of a pure devotee, transparent media like the Guru. He is not putting his own color into that Bhagavatam. He has no personal desires. If this is coming, then you will get all the blessings of the Supreme Brahman. Just reading Bhagavatam. Lord Chaitanya's private secretary, Srila Damodar Goswami, advised all intending visitors who came to see the Lord at Puri to make a study of the Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. He said, Jaha Bhagavata Pade Vaishnavira. If you want to study Bhagavatam, go to the feet of a Vaishnava who has fully taken shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. So, the person Bhagavatam is the self-realized, bona fide spiritual master. And through him only one can understand the lessons of Bhagavatam in order to receive the desired result. Only to the Guru, you can, not through the book, not through the intelligence, not through the commentaries, not by studying language. If you think you study Sanskrit, and then you can read Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Tika and Sridhar Goswami's commentary, and that, it's not like that. It will not come. Lord Shiva, he said that Bhaktya Bhagavata Grahaya na Buddhya na Chatikaya. You can understand Bhagavatam only by bhakti, not by intelligence, not by Tika means commentary. So how you get this bhakti, you get only from the bhakta. So only from hearing from the Guru, you can understand the meaning of Bhagavatam. Otherwise you can, many things you can learn from Bhagavatam. Many things. There's so much knowledge inside. You can make also business from Bhagavatam. Nowadays in India you can make a Bhagavatam Saptaha course. How to become a Bhagavat Saptaha speaker. Maybe you learn maybe 50 verses or something, learn a few songs, and then you can earn money by that. It's also there, but no bhakti will come out. Not that highest Brahman will come out, only money will come out from that. So you cannot change yourself, you cannot change anyone in this world. You will not give anyone the guarantee to stop this repeated birth and death. Nothing, just money. This is also possible, but if you want that what Prabhupada said before comes true, that you become immune to this rebirth and repeated death, you have to hear from the Guru. And you want to sit at the Guru and surrender. No other way. If you not surrender, if you not give your time, your life, your energy, your attention, it will not come. Just we were seeing before watching one Guru Maharaj's short video where he said, nowadays nobody surrenders. Everybody is independent. So he said, what you can do? Guru Maharaj said, you make big institutions, it's just headache. Many people come, nobody surrenders. So at least he said, we do our own private bhajan and just continue. But to help others, they have to surrender to the Guru. Guru cannot force anyone. You cannot force anyone to get transcendental knowledge. This is not possible. Guru cannot, there is no influence. If the disciple surrenders, he can give that. So this is very, very important point. So one can derive from the study of the Bhagavatam all benefits that are possible to be derived from the personal presence of the Lord. Just imagine. From the study of Bhagavatam, you can get all the benefits like you have personal presence with the Supreme Lord, with Krishna Himself. How blessed we are in these times. these books come to us, this knowledge comes to us, and Prabhupada opening that treasure chest. Even if you read only the Bhagavatam, you may not get this understanding. So if we study, if we put our mind there, if we put our intelligence there, means our mind, our intelligence, and if we put ourselves there, our hearts there, we have in association with Krishna himself. So blessed, so strong, so powerful is Bhagavatam. It's really nice. It carries with it all the transcendental blessings of the Lord that we can expect from his personal contact. What you can expect from his personal contact, this is everything. This is infinite. No? There is no end. Krishna is Ananta. There is what you can get from him. There is everything. What is beyond our imagination, you can get from Krishna. So that same, what is beyond your imagination, you can get from studying this Bhagavatam. So just one has to make experiment. If these words of the Acharya are true or not. Just try it out. Try it out for a week and you will see. If you're open-minded, then you will see. Krishna will come everywhere. This is very brilliant. This is the best engagement in this Kali Yuga, to sit, do Kirtan, hear Bhagavatam, exchange with devotees, give some prasadam, take some prasadam. Yesterday we spoke, then Bhakti Devi, if you just be nice to the devotees, loving, exchange with devotees, Bhakti Devi will come and sit in your heart. That great goddess of Bhakti will sit in your heart by exchanging nice with the devotees. And if you're exchanging with these people in this world, you bind yourself. Worldly minded people, you exchange yourself, it will bind you. You exchange yourself with sadhus, it will liberate you from this world. Same thing we do. Speak friendly, hear something, give something, take something, give prasadam, take prasadam. That's it. With the sadhus you do, it opens the doors of liberation. And this Bhagavatam is one very important point. You need also devotees for that. Because you can read it, but it's better to hear it. It's better to speak it than to hear it. Way better. That is, Prabhupada also said here before. You have to hear it from the... Yes. And through him only, means the spiritual master, one can understand the lessons of Bhagavatam in order to receive a desired result. Only from the Guru, from the living Guru who speaks this, who pronounces this sound. This sound will go. When Guru speaks, that is going inside the heart. And this is changing. This is Krishna himself entering into the heart. There's a sound of Harikatha. It's spoken for Krishna's pleasure about Krishna. This will go. That is not different from Krishna himself, and that is entering your heart. So it means Krishna comes to us in the form of sound in this Kali Yuga. Same with the name. This is same with the Bhagavatam, this is same with the name. If you have this faith, this Shraddha, this strong faith, this full conviction that this Bhagavatam, if I take association with Bhagavatam, I have association with Krishna, you will get full benefit also from that. Yeah, if you just read it because Guru said you have to read every day 1 hour, just wait, 1 hour is finished. It's better than nothing. But if you have that understanding, oh, that is Krishna himself. He wants, why he's appeared to help me, to give something to me, to bless me. You will see something completely different will come out from this book. Completely different. And if you hear that from one sadhu who is connected with Krishna, if that words will come, same words, but something will come into your heart where you feel so happy and where you want to go to that direction. Bhakti Devi comes to the heart means the desire to serve will come to the heart. You want to do something, I want to give. I want to be utilized by that. This is the result of the Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam is starting there where the rest of the Vedic literature stops. That Vedic literature means dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Vyasadeva discussed this in detail, especially dharma, artha and kama. Little moksha means religiosity, dharma, then artha you get some wealth, then kama means to enjoy, and then when enjoyment is, if you realize that there is no real rasa, then you want moksha from that. That is discussed in Vedic literature, but Bhagavatam starts after that, and it goes beyond that. It just deals with the divine love, nothing else is spoken. Prema tapuman, with the prema means divine love. It's only this is the result. This is that what the Bhagavatam wants to give. This is the dharma of the soul. This is real dharma. This is our dharma. Everything is dharma of the body and other things, but this is dharma of the soul, to love Krishna. So that will come if you study this Bhagavatam. When Krishna left here, it is said in this verse, Krishnesva dham upagate dharma jnana adibisaha kalau nashtadrisham esha puranarko adunodita. When Krishna left this planet at the end of Dwapara Yuga, as soon as his lotus feet did not touch this earth anymore, Kali Maharaj came and established his rulership here. Now he's ruling. Kali means quarrel, Kali means hypocrisy, Kali means pride. So this is now ruling. And Krishna took dharma and jnana and all the other good things with him. But in this Kali, for those people who have lost their sight, who have lost their vision, this sun-like Purana has again arisen. This is Bhagavatam. So who takes shelter of this Bhagavatam, he will stay in light, he will stay in knowledge. This is guaranteed. Guaranteed. And Sutta Goswami finally says, I was sitting also there when Shukadeva Goswami spoke this Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. I sat there with the full attention, rapt attention I sat there. And by his mercy, by Shukadeva Goswami's mercy, what I have learned, I will give now to you. It's by Guru's mercy what you can get, these things. But one needs that here, Nivishtastat anugrahat. Nivishta means by drinking that juice of Shukadeva Goswami through the years. What the Guru spoke, I took it, letter by letter, word by word. That is the way we have to hear like this. But Prabhupada here writes also, this purport is the same as the word Nivishta means that Sutta Goswami drank the juice of the Bhagavatam through his ears. That is the real process of receiving Bhagavatam. Once, last year when Vishnu Maharaj was there, then I think James asked some question. Then Maharaj said, don't think, just drink. Don't think so much, just drink. If some Harikatha is going, don't turn on your intelligence and filter everything. Just surrender the intelligence. Just open the gates, remove the filters from you. Just let it, drink it, take it. He said, just don't think, just drink it. So here Prabhupada said the same. Sutta Goswami drank the juice of the Bhagavatam through his ears and let it touch the heart also. That is there. That is the real process of receiving Bhagavatam. Real process means with Shraddha, because Shraddha means to open everything, to put out the obstacles on the way, put out all the doubts, how this can be true. There's many things in Bhagavatam, if you read, they are fantastic. They sound very utopic, but just let it inside the heart, it will reveal itself, that the truth will come. That is Shraddha. Shraddha means not faith, Shraddha means full faith, strong faith, Sudrida Nischaya, very strong faith with no doubt is there. Okay, what Bhagavatam says is true. Maybe I understand or I don't understand, that is another story, but what the Bhagavatam says, that is truth. I'm fully convinced of that. With that conviction, with that attitude, with that attention, that truth will enter into the heart and will establish itself. Krishna does not need any argument to exist. He doesn't need any argument to understand him. That in Vedas is given that example of one boy who was born in the dungeon, in a cave. He never left. He never saw the sunlight. He's living whole life in darkness. So whenever he wants to see something, he's making some fire, and by the help of a torch, he's seeing that. Then once a friend comes to him from outside world, from the illuminated world of sunshine. So he's telling him, taking him by the hand and say, come, I show you the sun. And then he has never seen the sun, he doesn't know. So he said, oh, wait, I bring my torch. He said, no, you don't need the torch for the sun. Then he said, there's nothing you can see without the help of a torch. He said, just come and see, and then you will realize. So when he came out and saw the sun, then what is the use of a torch? So Krishna, if you let Krishna in the heart, in the form of this literature, Krishna does not need any explanation. He will just reveal himself. This is our mind, our intelligence, our arguments, this is called mati, our faculty to get some opinion. This is all like a torch to see that, to get knowledge from this world, to illuminate this world. But if Krishna is there, no need all these things. He will be there and everything is clear. Bhagavatam does actually not need any explanation if you just let it through the ears by the Guru, what is spoken by the Guru, just let it in your heart. When this will expand, you will be just astonished what is possible in this world. So that is the real process of receiving Bhagavatam. One should hear with rapt attention from the real person, and then he can at once realize the presence of Lord Krishna in every page. That if you hear that Bhagavatam, then you can read it. Otherwise, it's just paper and ink, or some words, some language, some arguments. But the Guru will bless. One word you will see Krishna is there. Not only Krishna, Radha Krishna, you will see everything. Bhakti is there, all things. So, the secret of knowing Bhagavatam is mentioned here. Means rapt attention. If somebody speaks Bhagavatam, just open your ears. Close your mind, close the past, close the thinking of the future, close all senses, just open the ears and just let that come inside. This is the secret of knowing Bhagavatam. But, Prabhupada here says, no one can give rapt attention who is not pure in mind. If mind is not pure, many desires are there. How you can be focused? No? And no one can be pure in mind who is not pure in action. So if you have no pure mind, you cannot give pure attention. But to have a pure mind, you need pure action. And no one can be pure in action who is not pure in eating, sleeping, fearing and mating. Who is not keeping principles in his life. Who is not following dharma. You cannot be pure in your action. And if your actions are not pure, your mind is not pure, your mind is not pure, you have many obstacles on the way, from the ears to the heart, where that message will be stopped. So therefore, why are we following so many rules and regulations in our bhakti process? For this. To keep the road clean, that the Bhagavatam will come there. But somehow, even another point is, even if there are so many impurities, and Bhagavatam later on of the few chapters, Narad Muni will tell this also. He will say this, Etad dhyatura chittanam matra sparshet muhu bhava sindhu plavo drishta haricharya anuvarnanam. Even if you are not pure, many desires in the heart, and not only desires, they torture you. These desires are torturing you, because again and again you want to enjoy this world. This is not a happy thing. No? Prahlad Maharaj said, this material enjoyment is a burden. We don't feel like that. We think this is a gift or something. But actually this material enjoyment is a burden you carry with you. So even this is burdening us and we are unable to give it up again and again. Matra sparsh etchaya muhu. Again you want to touch the sense objects of this world. Heart is already suffering. Still, if you hear that Bhagavatam, hear Haricharyanu Varnanam, just hear about Hari, whatever is in connection with him, this is the boat to bring you across this ocean of birth and death. So from any condition, if you come in contact with that Bhagavatam, it will work. These all conditions which are necessary to perfectly know the Bhagavatam, that will come just by hearing that. He said, but somehow or other, means don't care. If someone hears with rapt attention from the right person, at the very beginning one can assuredly see Lord Krishna in person in the pages of Bhagavatam. It's wonderful, huh? And you're always with Krishna. Like Govinda Swami, when he was a small child, he learned reading with the Bhagavatam. And at night time he took the Bhagavatam and was sleeping with the Bhagavatam. He understood, and whole life he was preaching this Bhagavatam and realizing Bhagavatam and tasting this Bhagavatam also. So this is a very, very beautiful purpose given by Prabhupada and beautiful words. How to take association with Krishna in this Kali Yuga. If you want to be with him, open the Bhagavatam. And we pray to Bhagavatam and let it inside, just inside. So this I wanted to share with you. Morning time we read these few verses and I read this purport maybe last time, I don't know, 20, 25 years ago, I don't remember. But this is so beautiful, these words, what Prabhupada is giving here, how to realize him, just here with rapt attention, very rare to get nowadays. Mind is always going here and there are so many distractions, but if you have good fortune, good association, good mind, then it's a crime not to speak about Bhagavatam. If this somehow, if Krishna allows us these good conditions, it is really a crime not to speak about Bhagavatam. My sannyas guru Bhakti Vishnu Goswami Maharaj, he told me, if you give class, don't speak anything than Bhagavatam. This is really, it's a crime, it's a waste of time. If some people coming to want to listen something, then speak Bhagavatam. Don't speak some stories or something. These are just to entertain them. Speak, you don't have, just have to repeat what is written there. This is so powerful. And it's so beneficial, so helpful. So Bhagavatam, Krishna himself, he will bless all. Who's speaking, who's hearing, who's asking questions, who's thinking about, who's all there, blessed. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Gurudeva ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gourpremanande, Hari Hari.